Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa St. Clair, and I am an organizational life coach. And I'm here to help you be able to not only organize your home, the place that you live and that you are always in, probably 80-90% of the time, if not at work, but also to be able to organize your mind, organize the ways that you think, so that when you go to clean up your house and clean up your home, then you can be able to feel good about how it looks. Because usually whenever the chaos happens inside the mind, it's usually a projection of what's going on in the outside as well. So this is for you to be able to have a few tips on how to do that for yourself. But before we dive in, I would love for you to be able to click on that subscribe button and maybe even the like button if you actually end up enjoying this video. So now let's go ahead and dive in and see what happens. Maybe you'll get something out of it that'll be awesome. To start with, what really helps is to be able to look at your room. This is what's so beautiful, is you don't have to do this all at once. This is not something that happens to be an overnight thing. I understand the overwhelm, especially when you look at the whole room. It's very overwhelming. But what's beautiful is you could start with one little thing. You could start with that one little thing that's in your room that's irritating you, that seems like the most irritating. Now, of course, probably all of it could be irritating, but there's usually that one little thing that maybe you can get rid of that really helps to start the ball rolling. The idea is to work on one thing at a time and feel the accomplishment of that one thing you did. Feel that celebration of yourself, that you decided to take the initiative and do something for yourself. Especially if you live alone. I know it gets really crazy when you're by yourself. You don't really have anybody there to motivate you and get you moving and everything else. That's where it works for you to be able to know that you can motivate yourself. You don't have to have somebody pushing you. Well, except for if you look at me pushing you, I guess, watching this video and everything. But, if that's what helps motivate you, hey, more power to you, okay? So just start out with that one little spot. And then once you get that accomplished and you celebrate that for a little bit, then you start with a little bit more. Maybe you'll see something else. Maybe it's somewhere in the other corner, somewhere in the other part of the room, obviously. Then it really helps to take the time, once you've gotten a few things accomplished, it'll also take the time for you to go ahead and sit down with a journal and just write out that accomplishment. Write out that accomplishment of what you did for yourself. The writing it down helps actually know that you did something for yourself. And even speaking it out loud can also help too. May seem silly at first, but I'm telling you, the more you do it, the more it feels good and it feels natural. And it feels more loving towards you. What will really help you to do is to go into the bathroom or wherever there's a mirror, to be able to look at yourself and say, I am worth it. I know I love you can be very difficult, but it doesn't have to be. The I am worth it, I love you, or even better yet, if you want to say it, you are worth it. as if you're talking to a friend or a loved one, you know. You would say that to a loved one if you see them kind of feeling like they're having a hard time with something, and had that kind of encouragement, right? So why not encourage yourself by saying that to yourself? Saying that to the person in the mirror. You are worth it. You deserve it. You own it for you to know that you can do this. Give yourself that pep talk. Then when you're feeling a little revved up and everything else, maybe a little bit more peppy about it, then you go back in there and you find a little bit more in there that you might be able to get rid of. Something else that you might be able to get rid of. And when you go in there and you do that, each item that you pick up and you look at, you say, okay, is this worth it? What am I really holding on to this for? And of course, a lot of things are probably very sentimental. I get that too. Absolutely. Those are the things you could set aside for now. But those other things like paperwork that's just sitting there from stuff that's been like there for maybe a year or two, you know? The golden rule that I have learned in recent years is that if it is not something you're going to use in 2 years or even a year, then you go ahead and let it go. Let it go. Because the thing about it is, somebody else may be able to use it. Instead of it sitting there collecting dust, maybe you could take it to Goodwill. Or if there's a friend that you might think of that might want it, that would be really awesome. Then you could be able to go ahead and say, I did something. Not only did I accomplish cleaning up, but I was able to give. Now the mindset is really shifting, because now you feel like you've done something for yourself. And you not only feel like you've done something for yourself, but you did something for somebody else. And I'm telling you, the more you do that, the more things will get so much easier for you, so much better for you, so much more loving. And you will end up cleaning up so much more in your place. You'll feel more motivated. You'll feel more excited about getting things done. And it becomes a great feeling. It becomes a completely great feeling to know that you've done something for yourself and for other people. And it makes it all worth it. And next thing you know, you're coming up with ideas on how to decorate. Maybe you want to rearrange, not just clean up, but actually you see where you can rearrange something. Because rearranging also helps motivate change. And I know change can be very scary. I know that change can be very intimidating. And I get it. I get it completely. But change can be good. Change can be very good. And if you're willing to learn how to use change in your house, then you will actually be able to learn how to use change and accept change in your life. Things will get so much more progressive. You'll feel happier. You'll feel more love. And if you are working, you're going to see a huge change in the workplace. People are going to notice. People are seriously going to notice. because they'll see that you've done something for yourself. And maybe even want to know what it is that the secret, so that maybe they could do something like that. Now you become more inspirational to other people. Now you might even become more motivational for other people. It's amazing how that works. Just by changing one little thing in your house or cleaning something up in your house. It's a huge, huge thing to have happen to anyone. Sorry, not to anyone, for anyone. Because when you're in that mode of saying, it's happening to me, then you're feeling like the victim. And there is no victim here. There's no reason for the victim to be in here. So when you're doing something for you or for somebody else, then you're no longer the victim. You don't have to be. It's a beautiful thing when that happens. If you feel that necessary needs more motivation, please don't hesitate in contacting me. I will put my email address down below, and I would love to be able to help out any way I can. I am all about helping and supporting and uplifting people. And I know that it sometimes helps to have that extra person there to help support somebody who's going to save space for you, somebody who's not going to be judgmental towards whatever's going on with you. I'm here to listen. I'm here to motivate. And I'm here to save space for anyone who needs the space for love and compassion. And I thank you for watching this video. I appreciate all of you out there. And I love you all. And I thank you all for your love and support as well. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and say universal love and namaste, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.